Let's get right into it. Number 6. The volitional restraint. Everyone thinks an empath's kindness is a default setting like a heartbeat or breathing. It's not. It's a choice. For years, that empath has been walking through the narcissist's internal landscape, seeing every crack in the foundation and every body the narcissist tried to bury. They didn't stay because they were fooled. They stayed because they were patient. But here's the shift. The safety on their emotional weapon wasn't put there by nature. It was put there by them. When an empath reaches their limit, they don't just leave. They flick the safety off. They stop being a shock absorber and start being a mirror. And most narcissists can't survive a single minute looking at their own reflection without a filter. Number 5. The black hole transition. A narcissist is like a solar panel. They only function when they're absorbing the heat of someone's anger or the light of their praise. They need a reaction to feel real. But a fed-up empath undergoes a cellular shift. They stop being a sponge that absorbs toxicity, and they become a black hole. A black hole doesn't fight the light. It simply consumes it so completely that nothing, not even a scream, can escape. This is sensory deprivation torture for a manipulator. The narcissist pokes, prods, and gaslights, but they get zero feedback. For a narcissist, being ignored by the only person who truly saw them isn't just an insult, it's a psychological death sentence. Number 4. The forensic autopsy of the ego. While the narcissist was busy playing checkers, the empath was performing a decade-long psychological biopsy. They have a high-definition map of the narcissist's deepest insecurities, because they were the ones helping to hide them. When the soft empath is done, they don't argue about who said what last night. They zoom out, describe the narcissist's behavior back to them with the cold, sterile precision of a coroner. Don't say you're mean. They say this anger is a projection of a fear of abandonment triggered by a loss of control. It's not an insult. It's a fact. And nothing is more dangerous to a person living a lie than a person who can no longer be lied to. Number 3. The collapse of the fawn response. In psychology, fawning is the instinct to appease a threat to stay safe. Empaths are masters of this. But fawning is a spring being compressed. The more the narcissist pushes, the tighter that coil gets. When that spring finally snaps, the empath doesn't just go to neutral. They enter a state of sovereign detachment. They stop managing the narcissist's environment. If the narcissist wants to ruin their own life, the empath pulls up a chair and watches. They stop being the fixer and become the observer. To a narcissist, an observer is the most dangerous thing in the world because an observer cannot be manipulated. The lead actor is gone, and the narcissist is just a performer in an empty theater. Number 2. Predictive intelligence as a scalpel. Standard manipulation tactics. The recycled scripts, the guilt trips, the fake crisis work on most people. But an empath has heard the narcissist's playlist so many times, they know the lyrics better than the narcissist does. When they are fed up, they don't just anticipate the move, they preempt it. They stop the gaslighting before the sentence is even finished. They identified the performance of the struggle in real time. It's like trying to pull a disappearing act on a professional magician who is tired of the kit. The empath doesn't just see through the fog. They've already memorized the shape of the terrain underneath it. Number 1. The internalization of the radar. For years, the empath's emotional radar has pointed outward, scanning for the narcissist's needs, triggers, and comfort. But the moment of no return happens when the empath turns that radar around. They point that finely calibrated perception directly at themselves. They perform a clinical accounting of the emotional debt the narcissist has accumulated. They realize that the ferocious protectiveness they used to give to others is actually their property, and they take it back. A narcissist can survive an empath who doesn't value themselves. They cannot survive an empath who finally does. That redirect is the literal end of the narcissist's leverage. Every single time. That's the reality. A dangerous empath isn't looking for revenge. They're looking for silence. And in that silence, the narcissist finally has to live with the only person they've been running from their entire life, themselves.